The ASI Alliance and Paal AI proposed a token merger and a shared effort to work toward AGI and ASI. But following this proposal was a huge outcry by the community. Let's get into what happened and the implications of it. So first of all, we had the merger proposal from the ASI Alliance and Paal AI. And this was followed by a huge dip in Paal token price and a big outcry by the community. And let's just have a brief look into the comments here. Yeah, people were going absolutely crazy. I mean, some of these comments are just plain ridiculous. But hey, if the community does not want the merger, fair enough. It's a democratic process. But we should keep in mind that most of these people are probably moon boys who have no idea what the actual vision of the ASI Alliance and Paal AI is. They just buy the token and want their token price to go up, but they probably don't know much about what the actual project does. And of course, we are in crypto. We all want our token price to go up. But this merger is about way more than just that. It's about creating actual value in the real world economy. But we'll get into that a little bit later. Of course, it's also about creating decentralized AGI for the benefit of all of humanity, having a counterweight to big tech companies create centralized AI and AGI systems that they have full control over and can do with whatever they want. The ASI Alliance wants to create this in a decentralized way, in a democratic way, where everybody has a say in it and where it's actually beneficial for everyone. And looking at this big vision, which is something that most people on this channel stand behind, believe and want to see come true, and which is why most people, at least on this channel, are in the ASI Alliance, in the community, I don't think that we need these moon boys who cry, oh god, scam and token price and stuff. We don't need these people because they will dump the token anyway and move on to the next project. Of course, we also want to make money with our tokens, but we stand behind the project. Don't get me wrong, you can of course be against the merger, but this is why we have a democratic voting process. The merger was just a proposal. It was not something set in stone. It was vote for the community, which is how democratic processes work. They work in a democratic way. Good. With that being said, let's have a look at the ASI Alliance. And a few months ago, it looked like this. We have the data layer from Ocean, we have the actual AGI research from AGIX, and we have the agents and the customer interface from FET. Now we also have Kudos with their compute and processing power, which is amazing synergy between all of this. And with Paal AI, we would have had another addition on the tech stack up here. So what we would have had is that data centers and processing power from Kudos, actual data and knowledge layer from Ocean, powering the AGI technology from AGIX, which then works through the customer interface and agents from FET, which are distributed via the chatbots of Paal AI, which would have been an amazing tech stack that works very, very well together. Now, unfortunately, Paal AI is gone. Basically, they will not be part of the ASI Alliance. But yeah, it would have been a great addition. And as Humayun Sheikh said in a recent X Space, the ASI Alliance already has a very good tech stack on the supply side. Basically everything down here. And now they would have expanded into the demand side of things. Not that the ASI Alliance doesn't have their own projects and a lot going on, but the addition of Paal AI would have been a great leap to make things faster. A great addition to, well, take on big tech. And of course, Paal AI would have gotten great access to all the backend tech stack here, which also includes innovation like, for example, the ARIS system they can run their chatbots with. The ASI Alliance and Paal AI both don't just want to create things for Web3 and crypto, but want to make actual value in the real world economy, which is why both of them also fit perfectly together, and which is a thing that makes me personally very, very bullish. Sure, money coming in from crypto and Web3 is great, but the actual value comes when money is coming in from outside of crypto, when there's actual value created in the real world economy, and then money comes in from outside. And if we ever want any cryptocurrency decoupling from Bitcoin, we need exactly that. We need real world value. in the actual economy. Most crypto tokens these days don't do that. They just provide value in the Web3 space, but there's no actual value created outside of crypto, which is what we really, really want to see. And also, which makes me long-term very, very bullish on these projects. Because just imagine the ASI Alliance, not together with Paal anymore unfortunately, puts out a chatbot, an AI or even AGI system that can not just compete but outshines ChatGPT. Imagine all the outside interest, outside from crypto, and all the money and potential user base that could pour in. So yeah, we don't want our tokens and projects just driven by sentiment and moonboy money. We want them to create actual value. Value that your friend who has nothing to do with crypto, or your mother, or whoever it is who has nothing to do with crypto sees and says, oh yeah, that's great. I see a good future for that. This is actually a competition for big tech companies. So yeah, again, this is why I don't really care about Moonboy screaming scam and I will abandon this project now and I'll move on to another crypto token. Well, yeah, go, move on, go away. We don't need you over here because you probably have no idea about what they're actually doing, working on, and about what kind of money can actually pour in the long run. Sure, I'm a Paal holder myself. I also would love a 10, 20, 50 or whatever how many X's. But I see the long-term value of this. You can always find another crypto token that is low cap and has the potential for a lot of access. But this merger would have been so much more valuable than short-term token price access. Anyway, the ASI Alliance and Paal will still collaborate with one another. But as Ben Goertzel also said on a recent X Space, a collaboration is by far not as valuable as an actual merger. Because you will always have two separate projects and it's kind of hard to coordinate that. Projects will not be pushed as fast as if you would have a shared token. And then there's also a question of value share. What token does what? How much value goes to what token? And it just makes the whole process a lot more clunky and complicated. Especially between these projects, a merger would have made a lot more sense. Now, of course, mergers are not the focus of the ASI Alliance. But there's still potential for future mergers, as Ben Goertzel also said. So let's think about where could we maybe see future mergers. Now, first of all, of course, up here. Since Paal will not be there, maybe some other company could come in here, some other project. Now, I'm not aware of any project that is as good as Paal. Definitely not. But yeah, this is something to watch out for. This could be another potential for merger for the delivery side of things. Another potential for merger I see down here for storage. Now, of course, I know there's a collaboration between Filecoin and the ASI Alliance, but I think it would also make a lot of sense to have a merger here because it fits perfectly into the tech stack. I don't know if the collaboration between Filecoin and the ASI Alliance is what they want and if it's great like this, but this would be another thing where I would think, yeah, a merger would make sense here. So then we would just have the computing power and the data layer, but also the storage by themselves. So these are the 2 points where I would look for new mergers in the future. And again, it is likely that new mergers will happen. Not guaranteed, of course, it's not the main focus, but if something fits the tech stack and increases the utility and value of the ASI Alliance, a merger could happen. And I know some people in the ASI Alliance are crying about token dilution and things like that. But as Humayun Sheikh also said, with every merger, there's a huge increase in new wallets coming in. So this is an amazing thing. Aside from that, again, the utility increase is so much more valuable than a little token increase, which just makes the ASI Alliance as a whole much more valuable in the long run, especially if you think about real world economy, thinking the ASI Alliance is valuable and money coming from there. But yes, overall I think for the ASI Alliance and Paal AI this was a very good thing and shows that they both are openly listening to their community and want to work together with their community, which is why the withdrawal happened right away, even though I'm not so happy about it. Again, it's a democratic process. Another thing that shows me that the ASI Alliance values their community a lot is the recently announced token burning mechanism. I will have a video about it soon and you can watch it up here. If it's not out there yet, right here you can find out more about the ASI Alliance. See you in the next video.